right now, I know that two delegations, one from Russia, another one from Ukraine, they got together in Belarusian side and now try to negotiate how to, first of all, how to stop bombing, how to come to peace. Because this is, for my view, it is the most important thing right now. People want to live without bombing. People want to live without killing. People want to live without firing. And this is absolutely the most important thing for the now. We should avoid, I think, other things to discuss what was going on 8 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. This is very important, of course. But in my view, the most important thing for those who are under bombing right now, I mean, civilian people, first of all, in Ukraine, in Kharkiv, in Kiev, in other cities, this is should be stopped. This should be stopped by any means. By any means, this is my position, yes. And after it stopped bombing, then we can continue with trying to reconcile things. This is very complicated matter, because it continues actually from 2018. 2018. This is
I've just been Nikolai. I'd like to go across to Sofia again. And the breaking news that we have here, Sofia, before I come across to you, which is a source Nexta TV is saying negotiations between Ukraine and Russia have been completed, at least for the moment. The Russian and Ukrainian negotiations on Pripyat may have ended. The doors of the hall where the 3 rounds of the meeting took place are still open. They are discussing the possibility of statements by both the parties to the media. The first statement from the negotiations, the Ukrainian side is saying, Sofia, that the parties are leaving for consultations in the capital, which means both sides have presented their stance to each other. The Ukrainian side will come back to Kiev for consultations. Is this looking promising to you in any way, Sofia?
I would like to say the very important thing. It's very easy to stop the war. Moscow Federation has to back off, and Moscow Federation has to take away its tanks, its planes, its bombs that you came with here to Ukraine, killing Ukrainian people all over the country. It's very easy was not to start the war. And the war started. Ukraine was very peaceful country before Moscow Federation invaded on the 20th of February Crimean Peninsula and next Crimean Peninsula, then invaded Donbass. They killed more than 14,000 of people here in Ukraine. And the question is that Moscow Federation citizens should kill Putin to stop the war, unless that is all the bullshit talks. Sorry for the lexics. And if to talk about the results of the negotiations, the president of Ukraine right now signed the application to enter the European Union for Ukraine. As we know that we have to build together the big security community of the civilized democratic countries and to protect each other from met terrorists and Hitler minions as Putin and his surrounding is. I'm so sorry to be so emotional, but 2,400 people wounded, civilians, 45 killed, civilians, children are being killed in this. This today, what Moscow Federation did, they used vacuum bomb that is called father of all the bombs over the city of Ochtyrka in Sumy region. In Chernigivshtina, Moscow Federation troops used cluster munition bomb that was prohibited to be used in 2008. They came to our country. They started shelling and bombing all the cities of Ukraine. They killing civilians. You can see these videos alive. And what I can say right now after this General Assembly speech of the Moscow Federation representative, I think Putin's propagandist, that Moscow Federation is a country that had chosen a lie to be its ideology, because that is total propaganda. And having a chance, I would like to ask Indian community to spread the truth and to ask Moscow Federation citizens and Moscow Federation mothers to take back their sons, because they were sent by Putin regime to kill Ukrainians just because we want to be independent country. just because we don't want to be a part of this concentration camp reality that Putin builds in his Moscow. And furthermore, what I would say, once again, I stress, we had never attacked anyone. There was no conflict and no problems on Donbass in Crimea until Moscow Federation, with its regular troops, invaded Ukraine. So my message, back off, take away your army, because Ukrainians are not nationalists. Ukrainians are not crazy. Ukrainians just defend their own right to live on our own land without your Putin, your killers, your murderers, and your mad propagandists. Sorry for my emotion, but I'm in the country that is being shelled right now by Putin terrorists.
I want to